Alright, this is Andrew with Jota Home Inspections. We're at 4631 South Brookwood Circle in Salt Lake. We have the camera pushed out only 10 feet. I tried going through a secondary drain, basically a smaller drain underneath the wet bar. It's already dark out, and so I was trying to avoid getting on the roof with it being this dark. But I do want to record this because it is still noteworthy. This is a cast iron line. I can't get my camera to make the turn, and so I can't see what's going on beyond this, but there's certainly a fair amount of rust and buildup on this cast iron. And this is an example of what happens with cast iron over time. It gets very rough and rusty, and eventually it will need to be replaced. And so this is all underneath the basement slab where it's real hard to get to, and so when it is time to replace it, it can be very difficult and costly because you're breaking up the basement slab to be able to get to it. So you could have this line cleaned where they put coat it, where they basically clean it with a chain cutter, which scrapes off all this rust and build up. The other thing with cast iron is it's real hard to inspect with a camera because you can't see how thin it is or how much it's thinned out, or if there's any cracks hidden underneath all this rust. So I can pull it back a little bit. There's really not much that you're going to see. Basically, this is the secondary line. I assume feeding into a bigger line, but I push it through and I can't get it to make the turn. Typically right here, I would be able to push through, and if it was going to go, it doesn't take a lot of force. This is how you want it to look. A lot smoother, not so much rust. So I'm going to end this recording now, but there will be a part 2 where I'll try to access the rest of the line.